Confer Classic is a really fun and really impactful golf tournament that's held by Confer Plastics the last Wednesday of every June. We've been doing this for years now, and every year we bring in anywhere from 150 to 190 golfers, and typically we amass anywhere between $20,000 to $35,000 in profits to go to the local scouts. So this would serve Scouts and Scouting America who are in Western New York, boys and girls. It would be Cub Scouts, Scouts America, Explorers, Venture Crews. So we serve the whole gamut of kids there, and the impact of this is quite important to their young lives, because what we're doing is we're investing in kids today who are having fun and learning things. Ultimately, they become the doers, the leaders, the spouses, the parents of tomorrow. We're going to do great things because of what they learned in scouting. The Confer Classic is important to me because scouting is important to me. I grew up as a scout, became an Eagle Scout, and then I became a scout leader and then a volunteer at the board level. So I've seen all levels of scouting, and I can appreciate what it has done for the boys because it did the same for me. So when I look at what I do in my organization at Confer Plastics, what I do out in the community, it's because of the powers of self-confidence, public speaking, life skills, all that stuff that scouting gave me. I want to see that same sort of return on investment to all the youth in Western New York. A lot of new attendees to the Confer Classic always say this is the best golf tournament ever, and we try to make sure that it is, so you get the most bang for your buck. So not only are you investing in kids, but you're going to have a really great time. What we have to start off the event is a really massive raffle, and most years we have anywhere from 120 to 140 raffle prizes. Regular sized ones and also really big ones that are worth hundreds upon hundreds of dollars. And this is a really good raffle that's also open to the public while all the golfers are out on the course. And then from there we have multiple place prizes. Where you go to most tournaments, you're going to give a prize to first place or second place. We go all the way out to 10th, sometimes 12th place, to make sure that all the golfers involved has a chance to win something. The really neat thing about the Confer Classic is that it's an international event. So we have individuals here from Ontario who come across the border, but we also have people from all across America. We had individuals fly in today from Florida. We've got people driving in from Ohio. We've had people drive in from New Jersey and Rhode Island. So people come from all over because they're supporting Confer Classic, but they're also supporting the Scouts. So these are friends that we know from the industry who want to give back to one of their clients because they know that our character and our values are driven by pretty much the scouting law and the scout motto.
Yeah, I'm Jim McMullen. I'm Chief Operating Officer for Western New York Scout Council. We are golfing, having a great time out in this beautiful sunny day, and we are raising funds to support scouting programs throughout Western New York. What we do with the funds, we do a couple of things. There is some direct support for membership fees to help folks who don't have the means in order to join scouting and have a great year in scouting. We also apply funds toward summer camp scholarships. So same story. A very important part of the year-round scouting program is summer camp. We want to make sure that every scout has the opportunity to go there. The other thing we do is outreach, which is, as you can imagine, a little more complicated and expensive than it used to be. It used to be as simple as we drop some flyers in schools and everybody shows up to sign up night. Now you have to be on 17 different social media platforms. You have to have paid advertising. You have to have sort of the free stuff that you send out through the schools. And it does help to support our field staff. And what I mean by those folks, those are the program managers who go out and they work directly with the volunteer leadership that's in every town. And they help to recruit the scouts, train the leaders, and make sure that program is happening, just like the promise that's in the Scout Handbook, you know. What we want to make sure is son or daughter shows up with mom or dad to a sign-up night, they open up that book and somebody at the front of the room says, hey, here's what we're going to do this year. It's a year full of adventure. Well, we want to make sure that that's able to happen. So that's what the dollars raised by Confer Classic help us to do. I saw this week a couple of Facebook posts from our some new Eagle Scouts, and hey, they're there with the medals and wearing that, and it's a great testament to what they've done. But it's a big piece of that. What they've done is an Eagle Scout project. They raised the funds, they gathered some community support, and they did a thing. That thing might be they built a bandstand, they built something at their church, they did something physical that's everlasting. Sometimes it's more they provided a service, you know. That's the stuff that's kind of splashy and sometimes make the papers. What we forget about, and we don't talk about enough, is that every Scout, part of their program involves community service, it involves working with their peers, it involves spending time with their family, especially at the younger ages. This is a great family program. It forces interaction with mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, or some other caregiver comes along with them when they first start. And we bring those folks along too. So the entire family benefits, and I think the whole community benefits, not just from that service aspect, from just teaching young people to work together and then to set some goals. They achieve goals together and also independently. They develop leadership, and they develop, hopefully, the character that we want, and they're good friends, good neighbors, and good employees, right? I do want to say, it's just tremendous. We have 188 golfers out here today representing companies from all over, well, kind of all over the Northeast, but many right here in Western New York. And it's so fantastic that they are here to support the Scouthaven organization. And we can't thank Confer Plastics enough. I think this is number 8, 8 years in a row running the Confer Classic and helping to raise funds, much needed funds, to help keep the cost of scouting low and make it accessible to every youth and family that wants to join. So.
Suppose you're someone like me that has no golfing skill whatsoever, but you still want to support this event. What you can do is you can go to the golf page on our website, conferplastics.com, look at the various forms of sponsorships that we have where your organization could sponsor at a high level, or you could do a whole sponsorship, or you could even say that you're going to send some golfers in your place. So there's multiple ways in which people can give to this.